There comes a moment in life when no advice can help you, when the doctors don't have the answers, when the job application gets rejected again, when someone you love is fighting for their life, when your future feels uncertain, when you've done everything you possibly could and still nothing changes. What do? When you've given everything you have and it still doesn't feel like enough? Most people panic, they overthink, they blame themselves, they lose sleep trying to control what was never theirs to control. But maybe that's the moment faith truly begins. Not when life is easy, not when every prayer is answered immediately, but when you choose to trust, even without understanding, when you choose to leave it to God. We all have plans. We imagine where we'll be in 5 years, the career we'll have, the family we'll build, the life we'll live. But life has a way of reminding us that we were never in complete control. Sometimes everything falls apart. Sometimes the answer is not yet. Sometimes the answer is simply wait. And waiting might be one of the hardest things a human being can do, because we confuse waiting with being forgotten. But they are not the same. Just because God is silent doesn't mean He's absent. Think about Job. He lost almost everything: his children, his wealth, his health. The people around him couldn't understand why. Neither could he. He asked questions. He suffered. He cried. Yet he never let go of his faith. Not because he understood God's plan, but because he trusted God's character. Faith isn't believing that life will always go your way. Faith is believing that God is still good, even when it doesn't. There was Joseph, betrayed by his own brothers, sold into slavery, taken away from his home, falsely accused, thrown into prison. Year after year, nothing seemed fair. Imagine being Joseph. How many nights did he wonder, God, where are you? Yet every painful chapter was preparing him for the next one. If he had never been betrayed, he would never have reached Egypt. If he had never gone to prison, he would never have interpreted Pharaoh's dream. If he had never suffered, he would never have become the man capable of saving thousands of lives. Sometimes your greatest setback is actually your greatest preparation. Maybe that's where you are today. Maybe you're looking for work. Maybe you're trying to provide for your family. Maybe you're watching someone you love suffer. Maybe you're battling an illness. Maybe you're fighting anxiety. Maybe you're simply tired. Tired of trying. Tired of hoping. Tired of pretending you're okay. If that's you, I want you to hear this. You're not alone. You never were. Life was never meant to be easy. If it were, everyone will endure it. Everyone will keep believing. Everyone will keep walking. But they don't. Many people give up. Not because they are not capable, but because they lose hope. Don't lose yours. Hope is sometimes all you need to take one more step, and one more step is often enough. There are battles you can't fight. There are battles you can fight. Study, work, train, love, forgive, become a better person, do your part. But there are also battles, they don't belong to you. You cannot force someone to recover. You cannot force people to love you. You cannot force tomorrow to arrive faster. You cannot force every opportunity to happen when you want it to. Some things must be left in God's hands. And that's not a weakness, that's wisdom. How much of your life have you spent worrying? How many nights have you lost thinking about things that never happened? How many conversations have you replayed in your head? How many mistakes have you punished yourself for? Long after God has already forgiven you. The mind is powerful. It can become your greatest ally or your greatest prison. Don't let fear write your future. Let faith do that. Keep moving. Even if it's only one step today. Keep praying. Even if the words don't come easily. Keep believing. Even when your emotions tell you otherwise. Feelings change. Faith remains. One day, you'll look back at this season and realize that while you thought God was delaying your life, He was building you into something stronger, someone wiser, someone more compassionate, someone who could carry the blessing that was coming. Strength isn't never crying. Strength isn't pretending you're fearless. Strength isn't crying and still getting up the next morning. Strength is praying when heaven feels silent. Strength is choosing love when bitterness will be easier. Strength is forgiving when revenge feels justified. Strength is continuing when everything inside you wants to stop. That is real strength. That is faith. One day, this season will end. The pain will pass. The uncertainty will become clarity. The doors that stay closed won't matter anymore. You'll understand why some things had to happen and why others never did. Until then, keep walking. One prayer at a time, one day at a time, one step at a time. Don't carry tomorrow before it arrives. Don't let yesterday steal today. Be present, love deeply, forgive freely, trust completely, leave the outcome to God, because He sees what you cannot, He knows what you don't, and He is already in the future you're so afraid of. So don't give up. Don't let fear decide your story. Keep going, keep pushing, keep believing, because God isn't finished with you yet. Leave it to God, and when your strength runs out, lean on His. He has carried people through deserts, through storms, through prisons, through impossible odds. He can carry you too.